San Francisco, California. The Bay Area is the location for the Kings. The burst and speed of De'Aaron Fox, nearly unmatched. The mission clearly in focus, to be ready to go as they wind up for action. From the Chase Center in San Francisco, Kings, Warriors. We'll be right back after this. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Bagley.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, we're seeing a new trend in NBA practices. Coaches are marking the court in different ways to help players visualize where they need to be. Take, for example, a 4-point line, rewarding players for stretching their shooting range. And a corner 3, in some cases, is worth 4 points in practice. And that encourages players to take that high-value shot. There's a lot of coaches thinking outside the box by drawing new boxes on the court. Kevin?
A lot of talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who is the best combination passer-scorer?
Oh, man, Kev, he put me on the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
you played with a lot of them,
out.
though, didn't you?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I've ever played with, but he could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry Land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
3 terrific names. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Bagley and Giles, both former Blue Devils, are the 4 and the 5. And it's Parker in at the small forward. And for Golden State, Russell and Thompson the perimeter. Green down low with Looney. And it's Curry in at the 1. There's Russell with the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
This is what makes Curry special on the offensive end, the ability to create for himself and others at the highest level of the game.
And here is Fox. 14 points from him the last game against New York. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And you see flashes of brilliance with Harry Giles. And eventually, Chris, you think he'll put it all together.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I do, Kevin. He missed so much time in both college and his entire rookie year. I mean, a little behind the curve in that regard, but the talent is clear. And there was a reason why he was once the top-rated player in this draft.
Free throw good, Giles.
Kevin, well, the Warriors last season, again, with the top-rated offense, they make everything look so easy. I mean, great movement, great players.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And with that Golden State offense, Chris, much of it starts with the passing.
Yeah, during this dynasty, Kevin, I mean, Warriors passing hasn't gotten enough credit. Perhaps one of the best passing teams ever. To average right around 30 assists per game a year is crazy.
And it's good on the assist by Parker.
This is the attitude Parker plays with, someone who's very willing to give it up to his open guys.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Curry against Fox. Pass to Green. Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Sacramento, a tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities, and I think that was their Achilles heel.
And second chance points, this is another great indicator of which team won in the hustle department. And tonight, they didn't win that battle.
Now, here's Thompson, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. From the arc, the shot by Thompson, no good. Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Healed the pass to Bagley, and good that time.
A confident score. I mean, even when the defense is on Bagley and being aggressive, he gets it done.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Looney passes to Russell. No good, shot missing. And the Kings going the other way now. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
There's always been a power aspect to Bagley's game, and every time he goes strong to the bucket, we get a taste of it.
Here's Curry. The Kings getting the bucket. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Outside, Fox. Green with the block.
And what Green lacks in height, he makes up for in heart. He's such an outstanding shot blocker.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Thompson finds Curry. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Intelligent defense. He reads the play, gets himself in the perfect position to come up with the steal.
Here's Fox. The shot comes out. Curry with some nice D.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now, here's Fox. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Russell, no good.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The Warriors trailing. The pass to Looney. Here's Russell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah. Green with the ball. Picked up by Bagley. Here's Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Steph Curry.
Oh, lots of contact that time, but Steph with the great body control.
Russell against Fox. On the wing, Heel. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell. And though Chris, he's known mostly for his shooting, Buddy Hield has been improving in other areas as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about ball handling, playmaking. I mean, they're notably better from early in his career. He's a solid rebounder who is definitely not a weak link on the defensive side as well.
Free throw drops for Hield. Chris, if your team's style of play doesn't seem to be working, do you still have time within a season to change it?
There's always time, as long as everyone is on the same page. And if something's not working, the worst thing you can do is to keep going in that direction. You need to bring everyone in, let them know the mistakes that we've made, let them know our new outlook, and ask everyone, are they in on it? And if they're not, those guys that aren't in on it, you stay in the locker room. We'll be back after the game. And if everyone's in on it, we're going to have a heck of a time. We're going to have a heck of a time because now we have a new outlook. And sometimes with a new outlook, it brings positive energy.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Warriors trail by 4. Passes it to Looney. Curry on the wing. Shoots over Fox. Misses off the left iron. Kings have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the evolution of Fox as a passer, and with every pass like that, it's obvious how far he's come.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Utah. Curry against Fox. Lets it go from deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And it's Fox with the jam.
This is Fox at his very best. He's so hard to stop when he's attacking with force.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Fox against Curry. To end the run. That's good on the jump shot. Curry's got 9 points.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Healed outside. And Giles now top of the key. Nifty move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a sudden departure from L.A. for Luke Walton. Landed with Sacramento almost immediately. Seems like he escaped some dysfunction upon leaving L.A.
Yeah, Jay, we all heard the reports that there was a lot of backstabbing during Walton's last year in L.A. Sure feels nice for him to get a fresh start, especially with the front office that wants him there.
And the first one at the line is good.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they've kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Omari Spellman comes in for Looney, and it's Jacob Evans in for Russell. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, the Kings decided to move on from Coach Yeager last year. I mean, he did help rebuild that team. Give him credit. They felt like Luke Walton was the choice to get them to the next level.
Now here's Curry. 23 points for him the last game against the Utah Jazz.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Green in the post. Working on Bagley. Green, no luck.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Green with the ball. And he finished it off with the lay-in. Green's got 5 points so far.
I love seeing Green get out on the break. His vision and ability to break apart a defense is unique.
And it's Giles missing. And for Walton and this team, they sought him out as soon as he was available.
Yeah, and you have to like the situation he's walking into. I mean, Yeager was the longest tenured coach for the team for quite some time. Having some stability and leadership showed up in the win column during his tenure.
They recover it. Bagley. Sacramento gets it back. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Again, the miss by the Kings.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Evans dishes to Curry. A three-pointer off the mark. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Fox. Here's Bagley. Here's Giles. Boom, he jams it straight down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love him.
And you could tell he thought that triple was gonna fall.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 10-point Sacramento lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Curry. Five to shoot. The 15-footer. Curry with another miss.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
To the paint. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
So it's the Warriors now. Sacramento making their last shot. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, you know I'm partial to Sacramento power forwards. And Bagley looks to be a great one. His ability to shoot and finish inside is going to make him a weapon for years to come.
Lenz checked in for the Kings. Joseph comes in for Fox. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. To take a look at the Warriors. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And of course there's the Kings, down 4 spots from them.
And checking out Sacramento, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
And that one drops. And the Kings lead by 14. And Chris, in his rookie year, Bagley needed some time to adjust.
Yeah, the Kings brought him along slowly, but about halfway through the season, he turned it on. Bagley looks like another standout player from a loaded 2018 draft class.
Now here's Evans. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
And Joseph kicks to Len. And the shot is long. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 14. Finished off the break. Len's got his second bucket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Evans. Here's Spellman. Poole the pass to Chris. Here's the floater. And the layup is good.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
Now here's Joseph. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. The Kings shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Free throw good, Giles.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Warriors on D. 15-point game. And that one is good.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Pass to Poole. And here's Chris. Right side Curry. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Giles. Kings leading now by 17. Bogdanovich left side. And here's Joseph for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Got a piece of it. And now Sacramento on the break. Misses the layup. Here's Poole. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kicks it out to Evans. Over Bogdanovich. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Sacramento closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball, because when you're in a game, that should be the last thing you're thinking about. There's so many other variables out there that you have to kind of survey, where your defender is, where your teammates are, where you are in relation to the basket and your reaction. So those lights kind of train you in that regard. You have to, see what the color is, make a determination of what move that corresponds to, execute the move, and then finish the jumper.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And so far through one quarter, it's been that changes here in the second. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Corey Joseph is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Len in at the 5 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Warriors may have some injuries that they're going to deal with this season, but they're going to do it in a dynamic new building, Chase Center in San Francisco. The more than $1 billion, that's with a B, dollar arena is hopefully going to generate revenue for the team off the floor and allow them to keep some great players in uniform on the floor. It's going to be state-of-the-art here in Golden State as the team moves from Oakland after spending more than 4 decades playing at Oracle Arena.
DA, as you and I were talking, they hate to leave where they've been so successful in Oakland, but this building is amazing. Thank you. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Well, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
Evans with it, guarded now by Barnes. And Evans throws it down hard.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some O.
Sacramento leading by 15. Joseph, the pass to Len. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here is Russell. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
And good awareness by Russell. Just reading the defense, goes with the floater there over the top.
Picked his pocket. Now the Warriors moving it up. Evans leading the charge. And Evans throws it down.
Ooh, that's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now, here's Joseph. Len with it. Back to Joseph. The tray. And Pascal pulls it down. Evans against Bogdanovich. And the basket by Pascal.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Here's Bogdanovich. A beautiful reverse layup. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
And you can see the comfortable level Bogdanovich has. I mean, close to the rim, he knows he has the touch.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Russell passes to Chris. Evans outside. There's the pass to Pascal. And stolen by Barnes. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Joseph. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here is Russell. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Joseph. Here's Bogdanovich. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Refusing to be tied down, Bogdanovich is fantastic at adjusting his body and shot when he gets hit.
Warriors trail by 15. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Russell gets an open look and hits. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Joseph dishes to Len. And again, it's Sacramento converting. The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Here's Poole. He's covered by Bielitsa. And the wide open shot from Evans. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Passes it to Bielitsa. And stolen by Chris. Now the Warriors moving it up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
Well, you know, Greg, this is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
And the Kings making a change here. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Alex Len. Jabari Parker comes in for Harrison Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Here is Russell. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. With some arc. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to 11 points with that bucket from Russell.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Here's Pascal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Hield.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else. The best leaders lead by example, and if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. And the basket by Pascal.
And you see the recognition. Thompson, dependable at getting it to the open man.
Fox against Russell. Right side Bagley. And it's Russell with the rebound. Here's Golden State. They're on a 12-4 run. Pascal's shot is off. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And finished off by Bagley.
An excellent finisher on those lob passes. If Bagley can get his hands to it, he will throw it down.
Pass to Looney. Over Fox. The shot by Looney, no good. Kings leading now by 9. Parker outside. Left side Bagley. Down low. It's intercepted. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Out to Russell. The 3. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
And he gets it to go.
Hill is so quick on the drive, blasting through the defense, easily getting all the way to the cup.
Now Evans. 6 points for him. Pass to Looney. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Outside Russell. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bagley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Fox. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Greg, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year 1 and a year 2 player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot, vision, and decision-making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
Free throw good, Fox.
We've seen Fox step up as a leader recently. He knows his teammates look to him, and he's happy to lead the charge.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Jacob Evans. Fox hits them both. And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Now the pass to Hield. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, we always knew Buddy Hield was a strong shooter, but he was arguably the best in the game last season. A huge jump in field goal percentage from him, from anywhere on the floor.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And with Hield last year hitting over 45% of his threes on a significant volume.
Yeah, and he took over 7 threes a game. I mean, hitting them at that clip is incredible. He truly transformed himself into a go-to scorer last season with his dead-eye shooting.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Both free throws good from Hield.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Thompson. A 26-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
Shot clock at 2. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Thompson, and it's him all alone at top. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way!
Superb focus from Bagley right there. He's a pro at taking on challenging defenses and finding a way to score.
And when you watch him, Chris, around the rim and in the paint, it almost seems like Marvin Bagley is playing on a pogo stick.
Oh, yeah, it's his ability to jump and then immediately jump again. Reminds me a lot of Sean Marion. Players like that are so hard to keep off the offensive glass, and Bagley is no exception.
All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
Two of the best. The players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan, for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
Well, they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
Fox looking it over. Back to Giles. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Sacramento again missing. Warriors trail by 12. Russell with a wide open look. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Thompson against Hield. Right side Bagley. Fade away. Almost, but it rolls out.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kings leading now by 9. Fox passes to Giles. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists in the game. Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. They double team Curry. Kicks it to Thompson. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And in Thompson's career, he hits well over 40% of his threes. That's remarkable consistency from range.
Giles the pass to Bagley. Hield outside. Out to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Bangs home the trifecta. Parker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 11. Thompson outside from deep. The rebound by Giles. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Fox. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Fox has got 10 points.
Well, I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
To the middle. Here's Curry. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Fox passes to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Flashing that exciting potential. The next step for Bagley becomes making games like this more frequent moving forward.
Warriors trail by 13. And here's Russell. 11 points in the game. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight because the three, not one of them, ain't working.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. .32 seconds left in the first half. Here's Curry. He's got 17. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Inside, here's Fox, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A gear-shifting player who keeps you on your heels. I mean, Fox, he's great at picking up contact.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Free throw good, Fox.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Fox hits them both. 12 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Curry. Off target on the 15-footer. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a strong first half for you guys defensively. What has worked at that end?
We're trying to be active. You know, this is a very good team. They've been shooting the ball really well from 3, so we're just trying to run them off the line.
So far, so good. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter from Marvin Bagley. He ended up with 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Curry has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kings leading now by 15.
No postseason trip for the Kings last year, but a successful season if you ask me. Ended up with the 9th seed in the West, 39 wins for this team, the most for the franchise since 2006.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set, and it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. And that 2006 team for the Kings, Chris, that was just 1 year after you played for them.
Shows how long it's been for Sacramento fans to have a great team. The franchise is in a postseason drought that they need to break. That is their objective, first and foremost. Well, last year, Kevin, the Warriors didn't dominate the regular season with their roster of stars. They still finished atop of the Western Conference, but were just 3rd best overall.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And the Warriors last year, Chris, they seemingly cruised through the regular season.
Yeah, Kevin, but for a team that goes to the finals 5 straight times, I think that's natural. The Warriors showed, though, that they know when to kick it into gear, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough against the Raptors.
Second free throw, no good. Warriors trail by 16. Russell kicks to Thompson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the quick trigger on full display. Thompson needs only a little breathing room to fire.
To the inside, Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Curry passes to Green. Great D that time from Bagley.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. And he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Warriors trail by 17.
Who's got Curry?
Outside Curry. Hits it from 3-point range. Curry's got 20 points.
That's a shot that Curry can make in his sleep. Amazing how smooth he is from distance.
Fox against Curry. Here's Parker. Here's Giles. He's got 14. And again, the turnover by the Kings.
And here's some numbers on Fox. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, putting up about 24 points per, 9 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Passes to Bagley. Stolen by Thompson. Parker with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And it's Fox with the jam.
Knowing he has to step up his defense. I mean, Parker, in efforts like this, they have to make the coaching staff happy.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Russell with it. He's got 11. Outside, Green. Over Parker. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Green.
One of the more multi-purpose players you'll find. I mean, Green can score from anywhere on the court.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Bagley. Shot clock at 5. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Bagley's got 17.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Curry passes to Thompson. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Fox. And Curry pulls it down.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Here's Russell, 11 points in the game. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's off from three-point range. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Jacob Evans, he's checked in for Golden State. Then for the Kings, Bielitsa, he's checked in for Giles. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Jabari Parker. Here's Looney. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Hield's got his fourth rebound in this one. Loud pass to Bagley. Hammers the alley-oop through.
We know Fox can score, but it's important that he develops his floor awareness and passing more.
Here's Curry. He's got 20. Pass to Thompson. Thompson is doubled. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fox.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Now, Bielitsa. No points in the game yet for him. Bagley kicks to Hield over Evans, and Hield gets it to go on the assist by Bagley. And the Kings lead by 20. Warriors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Knocked away. It's stolen by Hield. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, everybody knows he's a talented guard. He's a deadly scorer. He can get hot in a hurry.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Well, one thing the Kings have on their roster are very active bigs.
Yeah, guys like Bagley, Giles, and so on. I mean, they all move great, GA. I mean, these guys help the Kings to thrive in transition. They got quick, big men that can also start the break by bringing it up themselves.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Both free throws good from Hield. Timeout called the Warriors.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Corey Joseph's checked in for the Kings. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. De'Aaron Fox is second, and of course Stephen Curry.
If you look at the work of these two players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the 2 best passers in the NBA.
To end the cold streak, and the layup is up and in. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, and the balance Curry has is insane. He's not going to overpower you with his strength, but he stays in control.
Curry against Joseph. The pass to Barnes. Takes a three. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's foul number 2 for him. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid, Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Curry passes it to Chris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Kings going the other way now. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And that'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Tipped away and stolen by Bogdanovich. Barnes finds Bielitsa. Drops in the tray. Bielitsa's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
What anticipation. Bielitsa, he knew ahead of time he was going to shoot the rock as soon as he got it.
And a deep three from Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Joseph down low. Curry meets him. Bielitsa misses. Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And the Warriors miss again.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
By himself.
Oh! You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. Left side, Bagley. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. And Pascal pulls it down. Pascal's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, using his body to ward off the potential shot block. Curry finishes through the contact, gets the and one.
And with all the numbers that Curry puts up, all the records, Chris, that he owns, crazy to think that he's often sitting in the fourth quarter due to the score.
Yeah, it is crazy, Kevin. I mean, you pick Curry's MVP season, and even then he wasn't playing huge minutes. That is a testament to just how incredible he is. Curry finds ways to end games even before it reaches the fourth.
Free throw good, Curry.
And what you admire about Curry is how easily the game comes to him. But he's earned that. He works so hard, he can play with such a carefree attitude.
Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Len. Knocked loose. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Joseph dishes to Len. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Thompson. The 11-footer, good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's a shot Thompson loves. He's so confident, so accurate with his jump shot.
Kings leading now by 18. Outside, Joseph. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. From the low block. In deep. Bielitsa drops it in. Bielitsa's got 5 points in the quarter. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Lets the 3 fly, but they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. Spellman, no good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
And the Warriors making a change here. Russell's checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Fox is checked in. Curry against Fox. Pass to Thompson. And there's the pass to Spellman. Connects from three-point range. Spellman's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
There's 1:17 left in the third. Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. You know what, Greg? You're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Klay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
And he sinks the second. 1:14 left in the third. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Spellman the pass to Russell.
That's a big part of Fox's upside. His ability to defend with effort, aggression. He'll contest every shot in his neighborhood.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Len down low, covered by Chris.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Thompson. First in three-point shooting, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Kings making a change here. Parker's checked in. Both free throws good from Len. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the third. Curry outside. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Outside Bogdanovich. And the dunk by Parker.
Passes like that help to develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Here is Russell. 11 points in the game. He kicks to Curry. From deep three-point range, that shot misses.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And so it's Sacramento taking a 19-point lead into the break. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. Back to the action after this word. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, great work. We're pushing the pace. We're making the extra pass, and we're being patient. Beautiful on offense.
Giving credit to his guys, Luke appreciates how they're working on offense.
I mean, they are humming along right now, and he has got to love it as a coach.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Parker, and it's Len in at the center position. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Golden State. Kings leading now by 19. The kick out to Barnes. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Barnes. The shot missing. Good D by Thompson.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Good D by Barnes. And for Sacramento, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Hield with the bucket.
On the court of basketball, as soon as Hield sinks a few, watch out. He's feeling it.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Russell looking it over. Here's Looney, guarded by Len. Goes back up. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got his first 2 points of the night.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
The feed to Hield. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
You have to be cautious in how you guard Hield. He's skilled at picking up the contact. Well, when you look at a guy like Kevon Looney, I mean, he gives his team so much. I mean, great option to have either starting or off the bench with his versatility.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Chris, with Looney, he's a bit of a glue guy, and his defense is his calling card.
Well, he slots into so many lineups as he can play the 4 or the 5 and basically guard anyone on the floor. He has a good motor and doesn't need a ton of touches to be effective.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Both free throws good from Hield. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
And the shot goes in.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Fox passes to Giles. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And he makes the first but misses the second. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Sacramento on defense. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Bagley, he's checked in for Len. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. In the corner, it's Hield. Over Russell. Hield finds Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And the basket by Curry.
Too bad this scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
Fox passes to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 9th assist in the game now.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Fox against Curry. Right side, Russell. Back to Curry. Passes it to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Launches it. No good that time. And the Kings going the other way now. Outside, Fox. Here's Parker. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Thompson.
With such a large frame, sometimes all you can do is foul Bagley when he's down low.
With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my God. This would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And there's no question that Bagley has a ton of talent. Now it's up to him to meet his potential. Smailagic. Defended by Bagley. Rebounded by Holmes.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
They kick out to Heel from downtown. The Warriors pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lee passes to Bowman. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Here's Farrell. Kicks to Bazemore. Pass to Bagley.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Joseph, he's checked in for Sacramento. On defense, the Warriors. To the paint. Here's Pascal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Shooting one.
See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
Two shots.
He misses the free throw. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Kicks it out to Evans. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Now, he's got the smarts to take advantage of over-aggressive defense. I mean, Bagley doing work inside to earn a trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
That's good from Bagley. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet. Evans with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. And the rejection by Holmes. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Evans. There's the pass to Bowman. Bagley with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Stolen by Evans. That one good for two.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy one.
Farrell kicks to Joseph. Pass to Holmes. Back to Joseph. Passes it to Farrell. Three-pointer, just 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pascal's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Holmes. Plenty of space. And Pascal pulls it down. Pascal's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Parker comes in for Kent Bazemore. Heald's checked in for Corey Joseph. And it's Fox in for Farrell. Timeout called by the Kings. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball Africa League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Kings have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Hield dishes to Bagley. Back to Hield. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Russell. And they're on the break. Shot from the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Parker outside. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. 2 points. That one goes.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Looney passes to Thompson. Looney, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Fox dishes to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
A strong finisher around the rim. Bagley sure has a soft touch.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Thompson for the triple. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, an awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Curry against Fox. Curry kicks to Thompson. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Kings.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions in the nice night it ended up being for Marvin Bagley.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Bielitsa comes in for Jabari Parker. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Hield. And Farrell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And stolen by Bazemore. Here's Farrell. The pass to Giles. Wants to get it to Bielitsa and does. And the basket is good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. With the teardrop, the rebound by Giles.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Bazemore passes to Farrell. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last 3 years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.